Bad lighting, but it would need to do. Today is Saturday, the 28th of September, and I have just come home from a pub. At the pub, I have watched the first rugby game I have watched in almost a year. South Africa has just beaten Argentina to lift the Rugby Championship trophy. Another trophy in South Africa's trophy cabinet. Well done, Bokke, Siyakulisi and the team. Yeah, proud of you guys. The first game I watched in a year. The last time I watched a rugby game was almost a year ago. It was in October 2023. Last game I watched was the Rugby World Cup final, where South Africa edged out New Zealand by a single point to lift the Webb Ellis Trophy. I watched that game in the couch here next to me, on that TV behind me. Man alone. I was home alone and I watched the Rugby World Cup final. We won. Sometimes it's good to be a South African. When it comes to rugby, come on, you cannot put it past us. We know how to play this game. The last time I watched the game was almost a year ago, the Rugby World Cup final. I haven't managed to get myself to watch a game in almost a year because on that Saturday in October 2023, when South Africa beat the All Blacks, sorry New Zealand, better luck next time, to take home the Rugby World Cup for the second time in a row, fourth time overall. My father died a bit more than 24 hours later. The last conversation I had with my father was on the Sunday after South Africa won the World Cup. My father was very ill. He was in ICU in hospital, and I went to visit the old man, and he wasn't all there. His eyes were closed, and his mouth was prolapsed, and we all knew the time was near. I held his hand and I said, "Hey, old man, it's me. Can you hear me?" And he's like, ah. I said, "Old man, can you comprehend? Do you know what I'm saying?" And he's like, like, okay, 1 + 1 is 2. And he's like, I said, okay, 2 × 2 is 10. So no, my father was there, and I said to him, okay, so you can hear me? I said, Dad, last night we beat the All Blacks by a single point to win the Rugby World Cup. And he went, and that was the last conversation I had with my father. A couple of hours later, he was dead. I haven't managed to convince myself to watch a game again until today. I didn't even know I was going to watch this game today until I did. So why am I here? Why am I making this video? The video is here to tell you that that old song is right. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. If your father is still alive, go to a pub and watch a game. If your mother is still alive, buy her some pastries. If your spouse is still alive, love the fuck out of them. If your best friend is still alive, invite them over for dinner. I had to go and watch a game of rugby at a pub tonight. I introduced myself to 3 random strangers and asked if I could join their table. They said yes, and I bought them a round of drinks to say thank you. And I had to watch South Africa win another trophy in the company of strangers. Because almost every single person I cared about in life died. I've got 2 cousins left. My brother lives in New Zealand right now. The great family that I had of my youth is gone. This isn't the poor me pity party. Not at all. Not at all. What this is a wake-up call. Love your mother. Love your father. Love your wife. Love your husband. Love your best friends. Go to a pub. Watch the game. Get drunk. Eat too much. Get fat. Have a hangover. Regret it. But don't regret it in the slightest. Because this is what life's about. You know what the alternative is? The alternative is finding yourself home alone on a Saturday night, talking to a fucking webcam, wishing you had some family. I have friends. They're not interested in rugby. Some friends will come over and visit me tomorrow night. We'll have some fun, make some food, we'll have some beer, we'll talk a lot of shit, and life will be good. I love my friends. I really do. But the family that you have, whether they're natural, biological mothers and fathers, or whether they're by sacrament through marriage, those are the relationships that you need to cherish and nurture, because if you're lucky, you'll be the one in the ground. And if you are not lucky, you'll speak to webcam on a Saturday night.